Please welcome the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, India Kincannon.
Good morning. On behalf of the people of Knoxville, I don't want to just give a warm welcome to our esteemed Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona, and to the Honorable First Lady of the United States, Dr. Jill Biden. I want to give them a big orange welcome. Let's hear it for Welcome to Knoxville, and welcome to the volunteer state and to the University of Tennessee. Our health, our economy, and our nation's future depend on the quality of our public schools, and that depends on how we retain, attract, and recruit and respect our teachers. Let's hear for all the teachers and future teachers. As a former teacher myself, a member of the school board, and a parent of 2 kids who got an excellent education in our public schools in Knoxville, I'm so proud to be here today, and I thank Dr. Biden and Dr. Cardona for being in Knoxville to share your energy, your enthusiasm, and your ideas with our children, our teachers, and our future teachers. We look forward to the conversation. Thank you. Welcome.
Well, good morning, and for those of you who are not from here, welcome to the great state, the greatest state, Tennessee. Earlier this morning, we heard about the power of Grow Your Own, but I actually want to start about the power of teaching. I'm Commissioner of Education here in the state of Tennessee, and I am proud of the incredible over 80,000 educators in our classrooms every day doing the incredible work for our students, over 1 million students here in the state. We know that teachers change lives and they build communities. They make a difference for every single child, every single day, and that's 12 months per year. Grow Your Own is one of those ideas. It's a big, bold action step that we can do, not just in the state of Tennessee, but as a country. Something to ensure that anyone who wants to be a teacher can become a teacher for free and get paid to do so. We need to respect the profession, elevate the profession, compensate the profession, and make sure every single person knows how important it is to be an educator in this country. Grow Your Own really has the potential to be big, and it's not just Tennessee. It's going to be across the entire country. We have seen state after state sign up and say, I want to be part of that too. We are so grateful for the partnership and collaboration with the U.S. Department of Education, U.S. Department of Labor. I cannot tell you how thrilled we are to have the recognition of the President and First Lady on something that we all know collectively is one of the bedrock investments we can make to make sure our country, our states, our communities, our families are taken care of and that we are prepared for the future. But it doesn't just start here and stop here. It is something we have to grow. We have to make sure every single community has the opportunity to thrive. That does start with incredible public education teachers, bold solutions, bold action, and ensuring that this is just the start of a much, much bigger conversation on behalf of our kids. So as a commissioner, as a mom first, I want to say welcome and thank you for being here, and it really is my honor to introduce my colleague, my friend, the incredible Secretary of Education. Thank you.
Everything's good, all right? Did you see the First Lady here? Yeah, all right. Look, thank you. It's a joy to be here in Tennessee. You're known as the volunteer state for a reason. First of all, that marching band looks awesome. That marching band looks... You've stepped up, Tennesseans, to help, and that's what you're all about. You've helped our country, you volunteered, and that's what Tennesseans are all about. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to have Dr. Biden with us. We just finished a school visit at elementary school. The energy there is amazing. Just the respect that educators have because they realize there's a teacher in the White House. How cool is that? Look, and as a former teacher, I'm always a teacher, but as a former 4th grade teacher, I can tell you she gets it. She gets it. She truly gets it. We've all been impacted by teachers. Teachers shape lives, we know that. I remember as a little 7-year-old 2nd grader having an art teacher, Mr. O'Neill, teacher of color. I looked up and I saw him there and I said, I want to be like Mr. O'Neill. And then years passed, and I remember being in high school, and you know, at that point, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the first in my family to go to college, but I didn't really know. And then I had a teacher, Miss Ransom, tap me on the shoulder and said, you know what, Miguel? I think you'd make a good teacher. It was a teacher that pushed me in the right direction. And then I think of my first day as a teacher. I was so excited. I set up the bulletin board. And how many of you have experience with bulletin boards here? All right. The staples and all that fun stuff. Look, we put a thing that said, let the journey begin. It was a rocket ship going up, and man, what a journey it's been. It's the best profession. So let's be really clear. When we talk about a teacher shortage issue, shortage is a symptom of a teacher respect issue. And that issue has been around for much longer than the pandemic. Too many of our teachers are feeling unsupported, unrecognized, unappreciated. We see it in how teachers are paid. There's some states where teacher graduates earn 33% less than their college counterparts. That's unacceptable. We've normalized that. But I'm glad to say, Tennessee ranks above the national average for paying teachers a livable wage, and I'm hoping Tennessee can build on that. Can we get an amen? Yeah? Look, but we see it in our teacher diversity. Over half of our learners are students of color, yet fewer than 1 in 5 are teachers of color. And we see it in how supports fall short for too many students. Lack of professional development opportunities. Few chances to take on leadership responsibilities while remaining in the classroom. Inadequate preparation and mentorship. That's why we're so thrilled to be here today. Because what you're doing in Tennessee is a big deal. You were the first state to launch a registered teaching apprenticeship in the country. And then you built even more grow your own programs through intentional partnerships between high-quality educator prep programs and school districts. We know our para-educators, our teachers' assistants, they're there because they want to help children. Let's support them become our next teachers. It's an incredible model. I think about it like running through the T. Anybody know about that? Right? It's a structured pathway that helps you get prepared and supported for when you get into the field. Let's put it another way. You're not going to recruit Peyton Manning and then not give him any coaching while he's here, right? Why are we doing that with superstar teachers? Why? We can do better. You're doing better. You learn from mentors and those who are supporting you along the way. And then apprenticeships don't stop at recruiting teachers. They provide them with on-the-job practice that will prepare them for success while building in the coaching that will make it more likely that they'll stay in the profession. Tennessee is leading the way. I want to give a shout out to Penny Schwinn, who's really just leading the nation on these things. And she knows this, and I know that we've talked about this. This would not be possible if it weren't for the support of President Biden and the leadership to provide the American Rescue Plan. Well, we call it ARP. Tennessee is using over $20 million of ARP funds to raise the bar around teacher preparation, to be bold and create sustainable change. This is a moment of truth for how we treat our teachers. But it's also a moment of opportunity to recognize our education system, our teachers, our students, our families. So let's give teachers what I like to call the ABCs of teaching. A stands for agency, autonomy. Let their voices be heard. They know what they're doing. They're professionals. Agency. B, better working conditions, professional development, pathways, and make sure they're not teaching in classrooms that are 95 degrees. Just saying. And then C, competitive salaries. We know our educators have options. Let's make sure we're paying them a livable wage. It's unacceptable for our teachers to have to work 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet while they're serving our children and helping our country grow. That's unacceptable. ABCs of teaching. Let's put more money in their hands through historic student loan relief, including our public service loan forgiveness program. So if you haven't applied yet or haven't checked it out, you have until October 31st. studentaid.gov/PSLF. Check it out. Let's embrace intentional partnerships and grow your own programs. And to anyone thinking about becoming a teacher, you'll never forget that joy of helping a child realize their potential. Like those teachers who I still stay in touch with today that tapped me on the shoulder and said, I see something in you that you don't even see. For those of you thinking about going into the teaching profession, it's not a job. It's an extension of your life's purpose. Our nation needs you now more than ever. So if teaching might be your passion, I'll tell you, we got your back. Let the journey begin. Look, now it's my pleasure to introduce someone who is a shining example across the country of what teachers could do at their very best. This is a person that has won national awards, passionate about STEM, about teacher pipeline programs and pathways. Once you're an educator, you should be very proud that she's representing your state. Put your hands together for Dr. Melissa Collins, Tennessee's Teacher of the Year.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a teacher because I felt I could create a learning environment that could challenge all my students to achieve. Today, I'm reminded of several educators that have positively influenced my educational journey. My father, hey Dad, former athletic coach Stan Collins, my first grade teacher, Mrs. Jackson, and my high school child development teacher, Mrs. Farmer. Unknowing to them, they each provided me with a unique experience that has helped me to develop as an educator. How? They allowed me to work alongside them in their classrooms. They gave me a deeper insight into what teaching actually involved. Being able to job shadow and have that real-time view of experienced educators at an early age helped support my ultimate decision to become an educator. During my junior year of college, I developed a deeper love of teaching through my education courses. It was then I realized that teaching was indeed my calling. And I found passion and purpose in the field of education. After graduation, I returned to teach in my community and district where I attended public school. The public school system in which I proudly attended planted seeds of hope, which blossomed into flowers of inspiration. It was my time to give back to the next generation of students. It was the best decision that I ever made. Every day, I enter my classroom to bring joy, innovation, and rigor to my students. I know my students depend on me, and I depend on them. They depend on me to be a champion for them and help make their dreams come true. Their dreams consist of becoming productive innovative, successful citizens in a world full of opportunities. And I depend on them to work toward fulfilling their dreams, starting now. Teachers, we are pivotal to our children's future, regardless of their age. Just as the educators had such a profound impact on me throughout my school years. Being a teacher in Tennessee, where are my Tennessee teachers? Continues to bring me great joy. I love working with extraordinary Tennessee educators that continue to dream endlessly for students and themselves. I am grateful for our tremendous progress in Tennessee through innovative programs such as Grow Your Own. We are on a mission to ensure that every classroom will be filled with qualified educators who will continue to provide academic, emotional, and emotional support for all our students. Thank you all for joining us today to highlight our Grow Your Own initiative. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce the First Lady of the United States, Jill Biden.
Thank you, Melissa. And congratulations on becoming Tennessee's Teacher of the Year. Didn't you do a great job? I can see that it's an honor well deserved. So Mayor Kincannon, Dr. Schwinn, thank you for welcoming Secretary Cardona and me here today. So, hello, University of Tennessee! I'm so excited to be with all of you today. So where are our teaching students? Raise your hands. Good, wow. You know, I've always loved the start of a new school year. There's a moment right before my class files in when I smell the scent of freshly waxed floors drifting in the air. You know that smell, right? Yes. And I feel the fading glow of summer still warm on my skin, and I hear the hum of possibility in the fragile quiet, just waiting to be pierced by the chatter and the laughter of new students bursting through that door. And in that moment, the year seems to just stretch out in front of me. I know that I'm about to meet students whose lives I hope to change and who will change me in their own way. I know that we are going to grow and discover and learn together. And I feel as lucky as I did the day that I signed my first teaching contract. I won't even say how long ago that was. And I know many of you know that feeling too. Because whether you're just beginning your journey or you're a seasoned educator, we're all here for the same reason. We heard a calling and we answered it. We answered it because we are learners, never satisfied, always curious about our universe and the people in it. We're sculptors. You know, we're able to see the beauty hidden beneath the surface and help bring it out of hiding. And we are explorers, collecting all of the wisdom and art and insight that humanity has to offer. And we are optimists, believing that when we give those things to the next generation, they will make our world a better place. Teaching isn't just what we do, it's who we are, right? But for all of us who have answered this calling, there's someone who didn't, or someone who felt like maybe they had to walk away. Why is that? It's not because they don't want to teach. It's because so many obstacles have stood in their way. Student loans and low salaries, class sizes and safety concerns. If we want to add more bright, talented people into this field, if we want educators to be able to do what they do best, we have to give them the support that they deserve. So we've all heard of the so-called 3 R's, right? You have learning, reading, writing, and arithmetic. So now it's time for the 3 R's of teaching. And some of you may have heard them, and I see them on your signs here. Recruit, respect, and retain. And that's what Joe Biden, our president, my husband, is doing. You know, he has worked hard to lift up educators by opening schools and getting teachers vaccinated and making sure districts could hire more counselors and school psychologists, calling on states to boost teachers' pay and canceling billions in student debt. In fact, here's your homework. If you haven't taken advantage of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, you should. And I think Miguel said this. You have until October 31st to apply for the waiver that allows most people to qualify. Don't be like our students and put it off until the last minute, right? So, and everything that Joe has done is just the beginning. Because like Secretary Cardona said, we're continuing to invest in innovative ideas like the apprenticeship program that you have right here in Tennessee. You know, I knew in my heart from the very beginning, that Joe was always going to be an education president. I mean, he kind of has to because he's coming home to me. So, all these years, I just knew, that he listened to me all the years that I've been teaching and every day at the dinner table talking about my students and what teachers need. So I was so excited when he won. But it's also because, he cares so deeply about this. He will never stop working to recruit more people into this profession, to support mentoring educators and restore the dignity and the respect that we all deserve. And to give us the resources we need to keep doing this incredible job for years to come. And educators like us, we have a role to play too. We are the best recruiters out there, right? Because we know how much we love the job. We have to use our teacher voice, and we know that that makes people listen. And we let the world know what this work means to us, how we hopefully change lives every single day. We have to say to the student who knows deep inside of you, know if you have a gift, to the artist or the engineer who wants to spread the joy of creating something out of nothing, to the person who is ready for change, longing for more purpose and light in your day. You have a calling to become a teacher. And when you do, and I hope all of you do who want to join this profession, you'll find a vocation that brings you joy and meaning. You'll know that someone out there is a better thinker because of you. That someone is kind of sitting a little bit taller because you gave him the confidence. Someone is working a little harder because you pushed her to try. Someone is braver because you helped him find his courage. And you'll know this too, that your president and his administration are working every day to make sure that you have the support, respect, and pay you deserve. So join us, become a teacher, and we will change the world together, one student at a time. Thank you, Tennessee.